Coach, first of all, welcome back to the 24 fall.
Thank you.
Coming off such a successful season last year with back-to-back 30-win seasons for the first time in program history and the program's first regular season championship, how was the summer for the program? What were the things you did to improve on that?
Yeah, it was an eventful 2024. Dating back to January and February all the way through. Still is 24. You'd think, coming off such a successful season that things would relax and kind of settle in, and it was just the opposite. There was a lot of new in our program this summer. We graduated 15 seniors, to which we're forever grateful for all that they did. But when you graduate that many guys, you've got to reload. Along with the great signing class, we had some coaches that moved on to great options for them and their family, and we're thankful for everything that they did. And so we have a lot of new staff members. We added Matt Parker, our recruiting coordinator, who's done a great job already in the early going. He's on the road right now, watching junior college ball and getting some good names there. Elevated Charles Gravitt to the third coach, and we're excited about him. Evan Lee, we're very, very fortunate that it lined up where he was able to finish some classes while helping us be our pitching development coordinator. And then when you added Chandler Fidel, Jacob Weatherly, two of the greatest all-time pitchers in the history of the program, to our staff while they finished their degree, and then Cole Clark, who comes from a legendary coaching family. And so a lot of different faces, but excited. All the while bringing and onboarding a brand new team virtually.
And with that, you alluded to this already, but with so many new faces on the staff, how has the coaching transition been in the office and on the field for the new staff, for you and your team at large?
Yeah, we mostly got everybody in July, and so it was a quick turnaround to the middle of August just to get our plan established for our timeline and how we wanted the fall to run from a calendar standpoint. Of course, Brady Cox, who I can't say enough great things about our pitching coach, Brady Cox. 2 out of the last 3 years, we've had the pitcher of the year, and Brady does an unbelievable job developing arms, teaching them how to pitch, and learn who they are on the mound. So the stability of having Coach Cox here, and then everything is predicated by the pitching. And so we wanted to, with a new team, take a long time to ramp up those guys. So we gave them 4 weeks of ramp-up time, and we'll start our scrimmages tomorrow. But just learning how to communicate with each other, learning our bunt defenses, learning our first and thirds, learning how we run practice, what the expectations are, and what we want it to look like. But when you're able to hire such really good coaches, and I want to thank Frank Cuervo, our athletic director, for being instrumental in securing those hires and working with us on that. It's a smoothless transition because you hire good people, you plug them in, and you let them go to work. And so I've really enjoyed, kind of energized me with the new fresh faces in the coach's office.
And likewise, with so many new faces on the roster, how's it been adjusting to the 26 new players in the clubhouse?
Yeah, I think culture's a word that gets thrown around maybe too much at times, especially in the free agency transfer portal era that we all are in right now. But it is so important that you get everybody to know each other, to know their story, to know who they are as a person, not just kind of a free agent person that's coming here for a year to do a job and then get out. We're not trying to create that atmosphere. So it was important that we did a lot of team activities, played some golf together, just did some things away from the field. We've done a ton of community service already, working with Arkansas Children's Hospital, Miracle League, reading at Baker Elementary, and we got some other things coming up. But just getting to know each other as humans away from the field while we spend the next 6 weeks really trying to gel as a ball club on the field.
On the same thought, through this pre-fall skill session workouts, what have you learned about this team or this year's team, and can you give us a little insight on maybe what we can expect this coming spring?
Well, I think the first thing that jumps out, and last year it was so many position players back. That's where the depth came from, and we had Jacob Weatherly back, we had Stubber back, who were anchors, we had Wells back. But on the pitching side, after that, everybody was new, and they did such a great job. But now it's kind of flipped to where the older guys are on the mound with Wells back, and now you have Royal back, who was great at the back end. Josh Beasley, who's on his way back from pitching for Team Australia 23 and under. So Jack Klein, some guys who have been out there. And so I think the first thing that jumps out that we've noticed is there's some depth on the mound. It's going to be very crowded for some innings, which is a great problem. But there are some talented guys on the mound, and then some new ones who are really, and they're just bullpens. We haven't faced a hitter yet, but their stuff and strike throwing ability is really showing. You've got Trey Hill back, who the first 2 years of his career had some big hits. As a freshman, a game-tying home run, I believe, at Eastern Illinois. Then last year hits a big home run in Tennessee Tech. He's back. You have Alex Seguin back in the middle, 2 full years at shortstop. And then you've got a host of other players, Pickering, Reed Wilbanks, that have had a little bit of time, who now we're looking for. Ty Rhodes, middle of the order bat, he's back. And so as you're building around your returners, you would like to build through the middle of the field, catcher, shortstop, and then the middle of the field. But losing so many great ones like Tyler Williams and Nico and Skyler and all those guys, we like our talented group on the position player side, but there's just not that many Division I at bats. And so we've got to come out quickly to gain some experience and learn fast.
And as you've alluded to, you beginning fall scrimmages this week. What will you be looking for most from this team?
First of all, how to play the right way, playing hard, and what we mean by that is the energy getting on and off the field, the energy running down the line, going from first to third, scoring second to home on marginal base hits, backing up bases, all of the little things, the intangibles that are our culture here at Little Rock and all the great players before have instilled. In the meantime, offensively, we're really talking about how to be part of an offense instead of just an individual hitter that puts up numbers. I think down the stretch that may have kind of gotten us a little bit where we pitched it really well, especially in the tournament. But offensively, we did not play very good situational baseball. We needed to get the bunt down. We needed to get the hit and run down. We needed to score the runner from third, less than 2 outs. And so those things will be at a premium, and how we will grade our hitters this fall is their approaches. We've got ways to measure the pitches they swing at, their ball strike decisions, their productiveness and quality at bats. We're going to really bear down on that. And less about how many home runs can you hit in the trees, what's your batting average. We're not going to talk about those things. We're going to talk about who are you as an offensive player, how do you contribute to the team, whether are you an on-base percentage guy at the top or the bottom of the order, or are you a run producer. Those things that we're going to really talk about offensively.
And to kind of wrap up, got a big fall schedule. So what are some important dates this fall that fans can be circling on their calendars and kind of look forward to get a little bit of a sneak peek at this team?
Yeah, there are a ton of options if you're a Little Rock baseball fan, parent, alumni, to come out. Our doors are always open. You don't even have to ask. Just come on in. There's no charge ever for any sort of fall scrimmages. We'll go Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I believe, this week and next. And then the first part of fall, we'll see an Alumni Day. I encourage all the alumni, please check your email, follow on social media. We'll start and offer a golf outing with them in the morning, and then we'll have some barbecue lunch for them to watch while we scrimmage. And then afterwards, if they want to get on the field and see if they still got it, we'll play some version of a baseball game or softball game, depending on what their bodies let them do. Moving forward from there, we're going to welcome Crowder College back, nationally renowned junior college that produces high-level Division I players every year and is coached so well by Coach Lolleman. Then the following weekend, we'll have the Highland Dairy Golf Classic fundraiser back again. We appreciate the Colemans, David Rowe, for sponsoring that and helping us cook, and that will be on Friday the 18th. Then the next day, we'll have our Parents' Day scrimmage. We'll welcome all of our parents. We'll have a lot of new faces there, so excited about getting into campus, seeing their sons play. The following weekend, we'll go to Louisiana Tech. We're super excited about that, to see my old friend Lane Burrows, who I coach with at Northwestern State. You're talking about a championship regular season team that hosted a regional in the last year or two, and the kind of team that we're wanting to face in the postseason in a regional, and that's close. A lot of our Texas folks, that's a halfway drive for them, and so we're excited about that. And then we'll finish with our Major League Scout Day. We'll have all 30 teams out here on the 30th, and we'll do a lot of measuring for the scouts and allow our players to showcase their abilities and get on the radar for the spring. But a ton of things going on. We'll have a lot more fun events for the community, and we just tried to make sure that the fall is a way for the community to get introduced to our team, and for our team to be able to scrimmage a lot. We're going to scrimmage a lot. We're going to have a lot of at-bats, a lot of innings, and we're really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Go Trojans.